What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to Boo TV. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified whenever we upload a video. This video is obviously about Kobe Bryant and what would be one of my favorite performances and favorite moments from Kobe Bryant's career, which basically sums up this guy in a nutshell, from everything he embraces as far as his mentality, his abilities, his cutthroat demeanor, his ability to rise to the occasion multiple times, no matter the circumstance, the never quit mentality, the mamba mentality. Everything about Kobe Bryant can be seen right here in this game. In 2004, the 2003-2004 season, which if you remember was the season where the Lakers acquired Gary Payton, Karl Malone, Kobe Bryant was coming off the sexual assault allegations that summer, so he was constantly dealing with going to court, same day after court, flying over, going straight to games, no practices, etc., etc. He had a lot on his plate, and all things considered, despite them not winning the championship that year, he handled them very well. He was hitting game winners, having great performances, despite all the toxicity around him. And even in the NBA arenas, like, these players today are so soft. Like, they let the littlest things get to them and affect their gameplay. And I look at Kobe this season, and there were the type of billboards people were holding up, calling him a rapist, saying he belongs in jail, had pictures of him behind jail bars, things like that. And this was all real to him at the time because he didn't know what was going to happen. And he would still go out and perform in these arenas where people where the crowds were so toxic and the propaganda was so toxic, and the dude's mentality that season, he could just play through it all, block it all out, or use it to fuel him. And I was like, if players these days were getting those kind of daggers thrown at them, they would melt, because they melt today with far less. But that's beside the point. And what I believe was the Lakers' final game of the season, don't quote me on that, I think it was their final game of the season, against the Portland Trail Blazers. The Lakers needed this victory to win the division. Not only win the division, but by them winning the division, that would net the Lakers the number 2 seed. If the Lakers lost this game, they would end up with the number 4 seed. All right. Kobe Bryant dropped 37 points in a double overtime victory, to include the game-tying shot in regulation to force overtime, a highly improbable shot, a highly difficult shot. And then, after that, Kobe Bryant was able to hit the game-winning shot to give the Lakers the victory and give the Lakers the number 2 seed. And that shot was also highly difficult, highly, highly improbable. But Kobe Bryant is the best tough shot maker we have ever seen in the league. The best tough shot maker. When it comes to level of difficulty, nobody could hit shots like Kobe Bryant could. And Phil Jackson would tell you. They asked Phil Jackson one time, who would you rather have taking the final shot, Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant? Phil said, well, it depends how much time is left. Don't quote me on this, but he said something along the lines of 5 seconds or more, I'm taking Michael. 5 seconds or less, I'm taking Kobe. Something along those lines. It might have been 3 seconds. Might have been, but he's basically saying if there's less time on the clock, he would rather have Kobe Bryant because of his ability to hit these highly improbable, highly difficult shots at a higher rate than Mike could. But with a little bit more time, he would take Mike. The performance was absolutely incredible. The shots that Kobe hit were absolutely incredible. But let's take a look at the highlights from the entire game, not just the shots that I'm talking about.
Don't do well early is involved to Carmelo.
Back in the post, Kobe pump fake, mid-range, hand right in the face.
Trying to talk Shaq into taking that three-pointer.
Beautiful fadeaway. Kobe wearing the Hirachis. Those Hirachis were fire. Those Hirachis were fire.
Stoudemire tried to lob to Miles, and it was tipped away by Kobe.
Gary Payton.
Shaq double team.
4 on the clock.
Good pass. Dude, I miss Devin George. I miss Devin George. Oh, I miss those Laker teams.
Shaq on the right block just tries to power his way through Ratliff and puts it up and in.
I miss Shaq and Kobe, man.
And the reason for it, liberal doses of time and not a lot of tension. You know, it's the last game.
Nice little slip pass there.
Popovich probably up, yelling on the bench, screaming at his players and keeping them tuned up.
Again,
that was not
nice play. How do you lose Kobe Bryant like that on the court? I understand blowing assignments.
Bryant inside.
Actually, I don't understand blowing assignments, but when you got a player like Kobe, like how do you lose that guy? You should have a body on him at all times.
Kobe, top of the key over Quintel here, or excuse me, over Darius Miles hits.
Devin George will not play the rest of the game either with a left calf sprain. So those two guys both on
report. So
rest in peace, Kobe Bean Bryant.
Kobe to sign those and add them to your collection for your 50th year.
Beautiful pump fake. Tried to recover, not good. That's buckets, baby. That's buckets. One thing I love about Kobe is normally he never over dribbled. He knew which spot he wanted to get to, and he went right into his move. It wasn't about wasting time.
Pulls it up over DA and hits. A lot of young Portland players, as I was saying, have had to.
There wasn't a place on the court where Kobe Bryant couldn't score from. He could score from literally anywhere. Had 1,000 counter moves for your counter move.
They didn't get a whistle. Call them all.
Dude would practice any and every shot at every angle, at every possible body contortion.
Well, it doesn't make any difference what the defense does. It's when you're struggling.
Good pass.
Watch out.
That's buckets. That's buckets. What you gonna do with the diesel? Zach Randolph.
Once he gets the ball,
big Zach Randolph.
You're either gonna grab him before he goes up and never let him get his hand
to lead. Here's Bryant. Same play.
Oh, lost the ball there.
Zach playing good defense along with Patterson.
He'll get the block. There it is.
From behind by Kobe, and he takes it. The double Kobe. Medvedenko gets doubled over. Shaq. Kobe for three.
Banco.
It's a bad thing to do.
Kobe Bryant actually shoots a pretty damn high percentage on open three-pointers. All right, Lakers are down 3 here. 7 seconds.
Out top against Patterson. Kobe cannot get Patterson in the air. A wild three. Hit it.
Do you understand how difficult that shot is? And let me pause it for a second and tell you this. I forgot to mention this. That was on Ruben Patterson, who was the self-proclaimed Kobe stopper. Y'all remember that? The self-proclaimed Kobe stopper. You know Kobe was going to light his ass up. That shot is highly difficult because Ruben Patterson played amazing defense. He sealed the airspace on Kobe, kept his hands straight up. Kobe pump faking, didn't budge, leaning back right. Oh my God. See it in slow motion. I'll shut up. Ain't no way in hell that shot should have went in. That's actually good defense here.
No, I've told you before, this is not the guy you want to let shoot the shot
in
in the building. It seemed to be
like that.
For him.
Went one,
one
two.
left. Kobe Bryant tied ties the ball game up as only Kobe Bryant can do.
The dude,
Blazers will inbound.
absolutely incredible. Kobe really did care about winning more than anything.
The game could have been over if Patterson makes 1 or 2 free throws, and you can't let him try to make a play. And
All right, here's overtime. Lakers down by 2. Good pass to the Diesel and 1.
This is what happens out on the playground. Pride becomes a big factor. The Lakers do not want to lose this ball game, and Kobe Bryant clears the way for Shaq. Taking a quality shot. He'll make some tough shots.
Fisher.
My boy D. Fish. Oh, that's buckets, baby. That's buckets.
Too much time. He didn't want to take it and then decided, why not?
Kobe rarely misses open shots, man.
Brown on his feet again. Kobe.
Great pass. Brian Cook.
Well, there are 3 people.
Brian Cook could shoot.
Someone's going to
He
be
could shoot the
open.
3 ball.
Right at the rim.
Good defense by Miles. Blazers going to go. 5 seconds left. Stoudemire lays it in.
Lakers always have problems guarding small point guards.
Timeout Lakers.
Small athletic point guards. All right, 1 second left. LA down by 2.
Under pressure. If he makes it, he makes it.
Payton to inbound. Bryant for 3.
In the same game, forces overtime, wins it in double overtime. Look at that shot. 1 second, running, gets his feet placed, fade away, body lunging at him, high arcing. That ball was in the air forever, baby. That ball was in the air straight down. Look at this.
Second, a catch and shoot situation, they got confused. They switched. Bryant was able to catch that ball.
Look at that. Look at that.
Running out. It's a good shot.
And he got fouled.
No way this will be over.
And he got fouled. They ain't gonna call that. Look at that. Beauty. Beauty. Rip their hearts out.
The Lakers have won the Pacific Division title. The Sacramento Kings move down to the number 4
Rip
seed.
their heart out.
In the West, the Lakers will take the 2nd seed and take on the Houston Rockets on Saturday in the first round of the playoffs.
Rip their heart out. And the crazy thing also about those 2 shots that he hit is that the Lakers lose those games if he doesn't hit that shot, right? You got ones, it's not a situation where the game is tied, so there's not that much weight on your shoulder if you miss the game-winning shot because you know there's overtime. No. In both of those scenarios, the Lakers lose if Kobe doesn't hit those shots. The dude's ability, his footwork, his body control, knowing his angles, being able to read and react to any type of defense, any type of defender, no matter which way he's leaning, left, right, backwards, forwards. Like the dude literally, I swear, Kobe had a calculator in his head. And like looking at angles and doing the math and knowing exactly what angle to jump, how much distance from the point of extraction or the point of departure, knowing where to hit it off the backboard. If you ever hear him talk about angles in basketball, it's extremely enlightening. It's like, what? Yeah, you're really breaking down. He can take something so simple in the game of basketball and break it down in a way you've never heard before, and you're just like, wow. Yeah, I just thought that was a regular jump shot, but now I see that it's a lot more how you look at the game through your lens. It's quite phenomenal. But yeah, that for me was one of my favorite Kobe games and Kobe moments. It's a shame. I wish they would have been nice had they won the championship that year, not lost to the Pistons. Would have tied everything up in a bow, very nicely. But it is what it is. Didn't happen. Detroit Pistons won, but this will always be a gem to me. This game will always be a gem to me. There's a lot on the line there for the Los Angeles Lakers, and Kobe Bryant delivered like he normally does. All right. Y'all let me know what you think about this one in the comment section. Do you remember this game? Have you ever seen this game before? Did you watch it live? Or do you remember watching it or watching the highlights back in the day? And if this is your first time checking it out, what do you think about it? All right? Let me know. And if you're a Kobe fan, in the comment section, drop Mamba Forever in the comment section. You feel me? Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. I certainly appreciate you guys. Take care, and happy Thanksgiving to you all. We out, baby.